Hi everyone, welcome. We'll look at the CISSP training from ISC Square, one of the premier certifications on cybersecurity, and everyone out there in the security industry would like to have this certification. During this introduction, we'll look at some of the areas like who the trainer is going to be and what are the 8 domains covered under CISSP. Why should you become a CISSP certified person? What are the skills you're going to acquire? And for whom is this certification right? And finally, how do you become CISSP certified? About the instructor for the CISSP training, I'll be the instructor, and I'm Ramasankara Rao, and I'll be representing Comet Compuserve from Chennai. As long as the certifications I hold the CISSP certification from ISC Square, and I'm also the certified instructor. Apart from that, from ISACA, I have the CSXP certification. From Cisco, I'm a triple CCIE holding routing and switching, security and data center. Apart from that, I'm also a Cisco certified systems instructor. I also hold certifications from CompTIA, which is the A+, Network Plus, Security Plus, CISA, Pen Test, and Server Plus. And from EC Council, I hold certifications like CISO, CEH, ECSA, and I'm also a EC Council certified instructor. Yes, if you see ISACA, Cisco, CompTIA, and EC Council, all these are basically for the techies, basically for the technical guys, whereas CISSP, you're going to look at security from a management perspective. So the next question you may think of is, yes, what are the 8 domains which are going to be covered on CISSP? Yes, ISC Square has a common body of knowledge where you have 8 domains to be covered on CISSP. Initially, you start off with the introduction to security and risk management. With that, you'll look at asset security and also security architecture and engineering. That will be a day-long training, basically, module 3. Then moving on, we'll look at communication and network security. I'll basically call that as telecommunication. Moving forward, we'll look at identity and access management. Then you have security assessment and testing, which basically looks at the assurance of your security program. You also have security operations, which basically is going to look at the functionality of the security program. And finally, software development security. And on the right, I've also given you a breakdown on the exam questions, basically what percentage of each domain is going to be covered in your exam. And so now, why do you want to become a CISSP certified professional, basically? Again, like if you're looking at the CISSP certification, it is an international certification. So it has no boundaries. Your CISP certification is valid in any country. Hence, you have a global recognition. And then once you attend the training, you'll have the necessary knowledge, ability, and skills so that could make things easier for you to prepare for the exam. And once you are a CISSP certified person, you have access to the local chapter of ISC Square, where you meet a lot of people who have actually acquired the CISSP certification. And basically, you'll be able to share knowledge among them. Maybe you could also get better job opportunities, basically. So as a CISSP certified person, you are basically having enough of skills to develop information security policies, standards, and procedures. Once you've acquired your CISSP certification, you should be able to define an architecture, design, and basically the management of security of any organization where you are engaged with, basically. And you'll also get enough of knowledge on all the 8 domains which are recommended by ISC Square on the CISSP modules, basically. You'll also learn about access control systems, security and methods used on softwares. You'll be able to also optimize the security operations of an organization. And the next question will be, Yes, for whom is this CISSP certification? I'll basically say CISSP certification would be for anyone who is in the IT security industry. It could be from your CISOs, CISO, Chief Information Security Officer, to anybody who works on the security side of the IT department, basically. Because this is one of the premier certifications, and anyone in the IT security industry would like to have this certification. And having this certification, yes, climbing up the ladder in any IT industry will be much more easier for you. So the next step, how do you become a CISSP certified professional? I would basically suggest, to make things easier for you, attend the 5 days training on CISSP. And I would suggest, if this training is being conducted by a ISC Square certified instructor. So I'm one of the ISC Square certified instructors. We have the necessary materials and also the exam prep questions. So by doing that, it will make your preparation much more easier for the exam. Yes, once you are prepared, I'll basically say take about 2 months, 60 to 75 days to prep for the exam. Once you're ready for it, yes, the next thing, you are going to go in for the exam. And I assume all of you will be taking the English uh, language exam, and now it's basically computer adaptive test, where you would get between 100 to 150 questions. And if you're going to get 150 questions, you will have a maximum of 3 hours to complete. And the passing score is 700 out of 1000. To get things right, we saw 8 domains, and in each domain you will have to get 70%. Take for example, in one of the domains you just basically managed to get 68%. You are still considered that you have failed your exam. So at each and every domain you will have to make sure you get 70% to pass this exam. So moving forward, once you have passed your exam, are you a CISSP certified professional? Not yet. You also have certain key prerequisites which you will basically need to fulfill basically. One of it, you need at least 5 years of cumulative paid full-time work experience in at least 2 domains of the CISSP. We saw it has 8 domains. You must have 5 years of experience in any of those 2 domains. If you have a 4 years degree program, yes, it is considered as a 1 year experience. You still need another 4 years of real world experience. Take for example, you may have certifications from CompTIA like CASP, CYSA, or EC Council CEH, or ECSA. That will be considered as also a 1 year experience. The rest, the 4 years experience, you still need to have a full-time work experience for you to accumulate the balance of your experience. Yes. If you do not have the necessary experience, are you still certified as a CISSP professional? No. You will be considered as a CISSP associate. And you have another 6 years for you to gain the necessary experience to become a CISSP professional. And once you become a CISSP professional, is your CISSP for life? No, you will have to basically make sure you get recertified once every 3 years. To get yourself recertified, what you need is continuing professional education. You could be attending seminars, webinars from ISC Square, or anything related to security. And you'll have to pay an annual membership fees. That keeps your CISSP renewed regularly. Thank you very much for having the patience to go through this video on CISSP from Comet. And if you have any further questions, you could contact any one of our sales team person to get further information. Thank you guys.